Welcome to the Work Hard, Play Hard podcast. My name is Rob Murgatroyd, and I am a former doctor turned lifestyle entrepreneur. Each week, I interview some of the best minds on the planet on the science of achievement and the art of fulfillment. Today's episode is a mini-sode that we call Fri-Date with the Wife. In these mini-sodes, my wife Kim and I deconstruct the strategies that we've developed over the last decade to not only grow personally, but to turn our struggles into lessons and create fulfillment in all areas of our lives. Excuses are over. It's time to live. Let's dig into today's topic. All right, before we jump into this episode, I want to invite you to be considered for my Work Hard, Play Hard Mastermind by completing an application at workhardplayhardmastermind.com. So this mastermind is not like any mastermind you may have been to or heard of, I promise you. This mastermind is for 6 to 7 figure entrepreneurs that are working too damn much and aren't taking the time to have amazing experiences around the world with an incredible tribe of people. So every 100 days or so, I drop you into new experiences that are specifically designed to elevate your thinking, to give you new ideas. Look, you get your best ideas not staring at a computer. And actually, this is the way high-level people really collaborate with each other. They do it over a glass of champagne, watching the sunset in the south of France. So if you are ready to do some fun stuff around the world and really, really want to level up your tribe in one shot, fill out an application at workhardplayhardmastermind.com. We'll jump on a call and we'll see if it's a good fit. All right, let's jump into today's episode. Well, Kimberly, multiple streams of Murgatroyd.
Multiple streams of Murgatroyd. That's a new one.
How are you?
I'm good. Listen, shh. Do you hear that?
I'm hungry.
No, you hear nothing. There's no child or TV in the background.
I want a snack.
Oh, you're being the child?
I was being the child.
Okay. Well,
how in the world can she eat as much as she eats and weigh, what is she, 30 pounds? How can she do that?
The same way you did when you were a kid.
What are we talking about today, honey cakes?
So today we are talking about multiple streams of income and basically our take on that. How do you like that?
Okay. So this is a very interesting topic. I don't have... We're going to kind of leave it up to you guys today to decide what's right for you. So let me just start off by saying that I don't have a solution to this problem because I think that
What's the problem?
The problem is, should I go all in on one thing to accomplish, a business, or should I go all in, quote, do you have to say end quote too? Quote, end quote, on multiple things and multiple businesses as well. So, Schwarzenegger has famously said you can't sit your ass on 2 horses. Network marketing has famously preached don't chase 2 rabbits. But you'll also hear people that are, very respectful. Now I'm starting to talk like Trump, those very respectful people saying, diversity is where it's at. Don't put all your chickens in one basket. So it's kind of like you get this message of look before you leap and he who hesitates is lost.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, which one is it? Should I jump or not move?
Well, and that's what I wanted to talk about today because I think there's so many mixed messages being sent out because I see it. I see it from my own friends, people in my network marketing company, people on Instagram, like exactly what you said. Diversify, multiple streams of income, and then don't chase 2 rabbits. Or, one I saw the other day was don't add another stream of income until you've become really successful at the first. And the actual person that wrote that is the same person that will reach out to somebody who's kind of, maybe not having so much success in one business and saying, hey, how about a product alignment in another business you can build in the pockets of your day? And so I feel like it's really funny actually, because
there's a little bit of goose and gander going on here.
There's a little bit of goose and gander. And I just wanted to talk about it today because I think it's important for people to look at this in the way that is best for them, because we have never lived in a time where there are so many options available. And like my grocery delivery has a referral program. Everything has a referral program. And having a quote unquote, like you said, quote unquote, like that, a referral program in any, I mean, there's a gazillion. Having that is technically an additional stream of income. And so there's like, if you look at some people on Instagram, they're making millions of dollars as an affiliate marketer. They're making tons of money selling their own products, marketing affiliate products, doing coaching. So yes, they have multiple streams of income coming in, because I think we all learned in the last 6 months, if plan A shits the bed, you have a job, you get fired, you get laid off, you get downsized, a pandemic happens and your shop closes, whatever. Like, what's plan B? And so for me, my personal belief is that you should have multiple streams of income. And I also believe that you can build multiple things in the pockets of your day, depending on what they are. I don't think that you can't chase two rabbits, because I don't necessarily think you're always chasing two rabbits. I think for me personally, I can say I have one main business and then I have a couple on the side, hence the phrase side hustle. So it's interesting to me that people think like the same, like I'll go back to what I said before. You'll hear don't chase two rabbits and all of that. And then those are the same people that are offering up a quote unquote side hustle. And that is a mixed message to me and very confusing.
All right. So for the future, we could just say quote. We don't need to add the end quotes.
But it was fun.
No, I know it's good. And do you go with end quotes,
I think I said
or do you go
unquote.
with unquote,
Maybe
quote
I
unquote?
should.
I don't know, but
someone will correct us.
Somebody's going to correct us.
It's okay. I'm corrected constantly.
And while that person is Googling that, if they don't know the answer, can they also tell me what a gander is? I know it's good for a goose, but I don't know exactly what it is. I digress. Here, I have a couple.
I'm going to say it's the opposite sex of the geese family.
Maybe. Okay. But then why would you take a gander at this? What the hell does that have to do with anything?
We're getting so off track.
So I think that there is, as I am an aging man, I'm starting to realize more and more that there are no absolutes with things. There's no, this is the only way, right? So you can look at this from two ends of the spectrum. One end of the spectrum is I am going to go all in on my business and I got blinders on and I'm not going to look at anything else. And the other end of the spectrum is I'm going to do this business and that business and that business and that business and that business. And that the one that I just mentioned could become extremely watered down and you do nothing. The first one that I mentioned could become completely all-consuming, and there may be opportunities that you're leaving on the table. So I think some of this has to do with multiple different things, not to be confused with multiple streams. And the first of which is whether or not you are in the season of your current business's life to take on something else. For example, if you would have given me the day that I graduated chiropractic school an additional business to begin, it would have been the wrong time for me to do it. I was trying to figure out how to hang a sign outside my door and how to get new patients in the office. That's not the time for it. But if you would have approached me, as people have, on the middle to latter side, is it later or latter, side of my career, I would have been much more receptive to looking at something else. Or let me put it this way. I should have been more receptive to looking at something else, but because I was so focused on only doing one thing, I wasn't.
So when you began as chiropractor, right? You're hanging the shingle, which, let's be real, you don't even know what a hammer or a screwdriver is. So you hired someone to hang the shingle. You hang it outside. You're figuring out how to get the new patients in the door. But if somebody came to you and said, hey, Rob, here is a product line of pillows or something that was completely in alignment with what you are currently doing, even if you weren't super successful, but it is 100% in alignment with what you're currently doing. And it's just one more profit center in your physical business. Do you think that would be chasing two rabbits?
No.
No, that's my point. So the point that you just made is you're having a primary business, and then it is possible to add alignment products to your business that you're not running full on like a business, but it is bringing in extra revenue. And that right there, that little nutshell is multiple streams of income.
Would you refer to that product that you just mentioned as an ancillary? And I also interviewed somebody recently who said ancillary. So
there's that.
I'm not really sure if it's ancillary or ancillary, but we're going to go with ancillary. Would you refer to that as an ancillary product?
Yeah, it could be, or it could just be like the terminology in like the world of IG, I think, is a product alignment. So for example, if somebody came to me and said, hey, Kim, I really think you should sell this lipstick. I mean, I would look ridiculous doing this. This is not a proper product alignment for me because I don't actually wear lipstick and rarely wear makeup. So that would be weird.
How are you so beautiful then?
Oh, thank you, honey. But if somebody came to me and said, I'm in like fitness and health. And so if there was something in alignment with that, then that would make more sense. Like, I'm going to give you an example. My best friend is in my nutrition company. She rocks it in our nutrition network marketing company. That's her primary business. But she is in leggings and workout wear basically 24 hours a day. So now she found something she loves. It's like the Lululemon with, a comp plan kind of thing. She found something she's obsessed with, and she's adding that as another stream. She's not hunting down the business of that, but she's offering it up and she's making extra money doing it. And so that to me is the perfect product alignment because it's in alignment with what you're currently doing. So for you, for example, Robert Victor Anthony Murgatroyd, you're doing coaching, you're doing virtual masterminds, and you just did this Rory, what's his name? Rory Vaden?
Rory Vaden Brand Builders Group.
So you just did that, right? And now you're becoming an affiliate for that. Is that chasing another rabbit? No. What that is another stream of income called affiliate marketing. So you're becoming an affiliate for a product that you have been in love with, that you're using yourself and you're now sharing. So to me, this is having multiple streams of income in alignment with what you're currently doing.
All right. So we're going to recommend that you run this through our 3-bullet multiple streams of marketing lens.
That he just made up. And I don't even know what's about to come out of his mouth. So I don't know that you should run it through anything.
The first bullet is, do you have a passion for it? Are you interested in doing it? So
don't sell toilet paper if you don't like toilet paper. That's a hot commodity right now, actually.
If there's an alignment, we'll call it a passion. Because what you're doing, hopefully you have a passion for. And if it's aligned with one of your passions, it should be one of your passions. So I would say the first thing is, do you love it? Do you have a passion for it? The second in our multiple streams of income matrix is the...
Matrix. It's moved from a process to a matrix. Okay.
Is the idea of whether or not you have a skill set to do the business. If the business is, somebody says, hey, somebody came over and they trained your dog, and you're like, oh, this is really good. They seem very happy.
I'm going to become a dog trainer.
They're around dogs all the time, and they got the dog whistle, and they're blowing the thing, and they're like, this is really cool. I can get you to sit, roll over, and blah, blah, blah. This would be great. I'm going to be a dog trainer. Okay. Do you have the skill set that's required to be said dog trainer? And then the last in our multiple streams of income 3-pronged approach is the bandwidth.
Hold on. We went from a process to a matrix to a 3-pronged approach.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Do I have the bandwidth to be able to add this into my life? And that kind of goes to this, either the season of the business that you're in. And it doesn't have to be the beginning years, middle years, or end years. It could be that you're in momentum right now. Like you are filling up the things you've been working on for a long time, and things are coming in. You got a book deal, you're blown out your courses, and things are great. And somebody walks over to you and you're like, oh, this would be a great thing for me to add. But you look at it and go, you know what? I would love to do this, but I really think that I am going to cannibalize my momentum by taking my eye off of this ball. Yeah?
I liked your three-pronged matrix process.
It's a three-pronged approach.
It's a three-pronged matrix process. So I think with so here's the thing for me on the other side of the multiple streams of income. What if somebody's like, well, I want to completely diversify and I want to be a podcaster, a real estate flipper, a network marketer, a dog trainer, and whatever else, right? Like in things that completely don't align. What are your feelings on that? Because there's a part of me that eventually wants to get into real estate. I think the eventually is to your last point there in what season am I in and, you know, all of that. But there's a part of me that wants to get into real estate. Not so much the flipping. I don't think I'd be a good flipper. I'm a shitty designer.
Oh, you can flip.
So thank you, honey. I can flip. I was a gymnast. But
oh, that's what you were talking about?
Oh my God, you're so bad. All right. Anywho, I can't flip a house. You can't hammer a nail. Like we have no business. Neither of us is very good at design.
I have an answer for this.
You do.
If you are trying, look, it used to be like, you know, internet marketing, and then it's digital marketing. Now it's just
social marketing.
Now it's social marketing. Now it's just fucking business. It's fucking business.
It's marketing.
Business is online. Let's just call it business and know that when we mean business, we don't mean brick and mortar. We mean business is online. Like it's just, even brick and mortar is online. Like everything is online now, right? If you are trying to break through the noise and become known for something, and you start entering into various other things, you're putting out into the world of social media a very, very confusing message. So with the caveat of if you're trying to be known for something online, I don't recommend that you share that additional thing unless it's a product alignment with what you're currently doing.
Yeah, you don't want to be the guy with the trench coat that opens and he has sunglasses, a potato peeler.
Unless you are deliberately that person that, like Angie Lee is a great example of that. Angie
Lee
marketing. Is an affiliate marketer. She will sell you CBD and she will sell you
courses, everything.
Like she'll sell everything. She is known for somebody that sells everything. So it's actually the non-product alignment is the product alignment for her.
Yeah.
Okay. She would probably answer it differently and say all my products are aligned, but I don't see them that way. And it doesn't matter.
But it doesn't. Your point is she's an affiliate marketer. Like a lot of people do affiliate marketing as their business.
Yeah.
And those products aren't always in the same necessarily the same category, so to speak.
Yeah, I think so. So you can hear as we're going through this conversation that it could be argued that we're talking out of both sides of our ass and saying, do it, don't do it, do it, don't do it. And the answer is it depends, right? So if you look at our famous multiple streams of income structure.
The three-pronged matrix process.
Is number one, do you have a passion for it? Number two, do you have a skill set for it? Number three, do you have the bandwidth within it? So, you know, right now, everything being online, there are a million people doing network marketing and there are a million people doing affiliate marketing. And there are a million people doing shares of you got to check this out and you got to check that out. You got to look at what are the things that are right for you at this time.
And never this is an Esther Abraham. I never know how to refer to that. Abraham.
Well, who said it? Did Esther say it or Abraham?
Well, exactly. So the words came out of her mouth, but I'm pretty sure they were Abraham's. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, just skip right over that. She says, I never take action when something feels off or I'm out of alignment. So if you're sitting there and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I should do this or not do this or do this or not do this or whatever, do something to bring it all full circle that brings you back into joy, raises your vibration. What I'm going to do after we get off this podcast, because I have some things I'm trying to work out myself, I'm going to go do a great meditation, probably 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I'm going to do a longer one today. And immediately after, I'm going to pick up a journal that's sitting next to me and I'm going to free write, because that quieting the brain, I'm hoping will bring the clarity on the page after the meditation. So if you are struggling or thinking that you want to add another stream of income, or maybe you want to transition out of your career into another one, so you might have to do two for a period of time or whatever, I think it's important to loop back in all of the other things that we talk about, Rob, which is the contrast.
Is that plane landing on your head?
Basically. What is happening? contrast creating the clarity, and using, raising your vibration and meditation and journaling to come to conclusions. So my point of saying all of that was not to digress off into a different topic. Don't make a decision from a place of misalignment is what I'm saying.
I love that. Okay, so should you do some more multiple streams of income in your life? Who the fuck knows? I don't know. You got to figure it out. You got to look at your life.
But use the three-prong matrix
using our
process.
three-prong matrix process that has been proven worldwide by many, many, many people.
Oh my God.
And I think that's it. Do you have anything else to add, honey, before we go?
No, I think you nailed it.
All right. Have a great week, everybody, and we'll see you next week. All right. Thanks for listening. If you love this episode and you know someone that needs some help in either stepping up their work hard game or their play hard game, it would mean the world to me if you shared this podcast with them to help me get this movement out there. So if you like what you heard, head on over to iTunes, take 30 seconds and leave me a 5-star review, and I will be forever grateful. So until the next episode, excuses are over. It's time to live.